Hello everyone, I'm Trina and welcome to my channel.
I live out here. I just live my life.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it may be for you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys about how I overcame my insecurities. I hope that by me telling you my stories that it can help you out in any situations that you may have with dealing with insecurities. As you know, this is a channel where I talk about my weight loss and I talk about my weight loss journey. And it all started with my weight. In school, I wasn't the biggest person in class, but it always felt like I was. I knew that I was a little bit chunky and needed to lose some weight. And that was something that really bothered me and made me insecure and made me feel closed in. There were two things that really made me feel insecure. It was about my weight, and when a family member or a close friend would say anything negative to me, I would feel really down. It would make me feel insecure about certain things. Even if they were just playing or joking around, it still made me feel insecure because it's something that I would never say to anybody else. So I felt like, how could someone say this to me? Like, how could they be so mean and how could they be so hurtful? When other people would say things, and I'm speaking more about in school, I dealt with it mostly when it first started when I was younger. I knew that everyone had problems. Everyone, there's something my mom always told me. Everybody goes through things, everybody has problems. But for me, when they would say these certain things, I would get really upset and sad, and it was just something that really hurt. And I couldn't understand, like, how could somebody that's close to me do this to me? How could they try to put me down? And it was something I never would do to them myself. And so I was so confused and I couldn't understand. But my mom told me, that everybody goes through problems. And I just thought, I was hearing what she said, but I was not listening. And I think that was the problem where it came in as far as dealing with situations. I was that bubbly, nice, happy kid, but once I seen how people are and how they talk about each other and put each other down, I even seen adults do this in my younger days. I just couldn't understand it. Like, why do people talk to each other like that? Like, how could they do that to each other? And it was something that I could not understand for a very long time. Once I seen how they were, it was just like, okay, well, I don't want to say anything to anybody. And I didn't talk too much, and I was considered as the quiet girl. And even though I was the quiet girl, I had a lot to say. And it was so annoying when people would come up to me and say, "Oh, you're so quiet. Why are you so quiet?" And I just used to be wanting to tell them, because I don't know what you're going to give me. I don't know what your reaction is going to be. If there was a conflict or someone came up to me, say something negative towards me, I would just say nothing or I would walk away. I couldn't handle situations like that too well. When you're younger, that's really a bad look because you're kind of looked at as like weak. And I didn't consider myself as a weak person, but I knew that not saying anything made me look weak. If it was someone that had a big mouth, if you ever had the girl with the big mouth in class or the guy that always talk about everyone, someone that always talk about everybody or always have something negative to say about somebody, these people did not bother me at all. I had an understanding of, okay, this is just something that they normally do because I see their pattern, how they are with other people. I would just handle the situation like as if it doesn't matter, because truly it doesn't matter. When I got a little bit older, I started to say things back. When I would try to defend myself, when someone would say something about me and it was not true, I had to learn to not defend myself over something that's not true. Because think about it. Someone say something about you and it's not true. That most likely that person knows it's not true either. They know you're a perfect target to ruffle your feathers. That's the one thing they say. That's a saying where they know how to ruffle your feathers. They know how to get to you. And I used to make myself a target by defending myself. Like, no, I didn't do that, or this, trying to defend myself. Think about it. Why would you try to defend yourself when you know it's something that's not true? If it's not true, why would you believe it? Why would you entertain them? Why would you give them your energy? And I had to learn. I stopped defending myself. I would just give them like a one line. Why do you care? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Right, that's your opinion. I'll say stuff like that. But now as an adult, I don't deal with too much stuff like that. But back then, that's how I would handle it. I would just cut them off really quick and leave it at that and don't interact with that person anymore. If it may be a hi or bye, something like that, but other than that, I would not talk to this person because most likely they just have this trait of doing things like that. This is something normal for them. This is how they deal with their insecurities. People handle their situations differently. Like me personally, if I'm going through a situation, I'm not the type of person to take it out on anyone. I deal with it the best way I can handle it myself. But Other people don't think this way. Other people feel that they need to explode on you. They feel like they need to say something or do something crazy. That's just the way that they deal with it because they don't know how to deal with their own insecurities. And they'll push it off on you and make it your problem. But it's up to you to determine, you know what, is this something I really want to feed into? Is this something I want to give my energy to? That choice is up to you, whether you decide. You can easily cut people off. It's so simple. It's really easy. I know it may sound like, oh, well, this person I've been friends with for a long time, or this, it doesn't matter. When someone brings you drama like that and wanting to cause drama with you or want to say something about you, pick on you, it shows how they feel about you. So the best thing to do, remove yourself from the situation. Don't give them your energy. Don't get all upset and ruffled up and get mad. That's how I used to do. That's how I used to handle the situation. I used to get upset, try to defend myself, like, oh no, I didn't do that, but is really no point of it. And another thing is look at yourself and not saying that if they do say something that it may be wrong, because maybe they're telling the truth. Let's just be honest. Maybe they're telling the truth. If something that you did or something you said, actually think about what they said to you. Like, maybe I did say something like that, or maybe I did do this to them. Maybe I just forgot. Or maybe you did something that you didn't notice. Know when you're wrong. Know how to check yourself, because sometimes it's not always them, but 9 times out of 10 it is them. Because it's been situations where I felt like, oh, that person's just rude, or they're just this, or they're just that, when it was something that I actually did. So always evaluate yourself. If it's not a person that you can come and talk to and say like, hey, maybe I have been a little bit distant, or maybe I have been, a little bit cranky. If it's no one that you can come to and talk to like that, and they will be able to take in the information, or if they don't want to take in the information, they don't want to hear what you're saying at the moment, that's fine. Distance yourself away from them, give them some time, come back later if it's somebody that you really care about. But if not, leave them alone. It's that simple. Stop talking to them. Some people are just like that. That's just how they are. And you can't let them affect you. You have to ignore them. That's something I just had to learn, which I am so good at. I can ignore anybody, okay? I can ignore anybody. As far as my weight with being insecure, I remember one time I was in middle school, and a few years before that, I had went through a depression and I had lost weight. Make sure you guys go. I did a video on that, weight loss by depression. Make sure you guys go check that video out. I'll put it here. And I had lost weight. I lost weight, but it was by depression. It wasn't because I was exercising or anything like that. And I lost a lot of weight. And so my friend, she was like, oh, your arms are so fat. They're so fat and soft. And I'm like, what? No, they're not. And she was a close friend to me. But when she said that, it made me really insecure about my arms. And so I started wearing a jacket all the time, wearing a jacket. I didn't actually do anything about it. I just felt really insecure, and I just wore a jacket all the time. And it was something that I had to learn to just get over. Like, look, don't wear the jacket. This is your body. You don't have to hide your body just because someone said something about you. It took me a couple of years to stop wearing a jacket all the time, and I had to stop and just accept my body and say, you know what, I don't care about what she said, but these arms are something I still need to work on. It was something I was insecure about for a very long time, but don't allow people or opinions of you to determine how you feel. Accept yourself, and once you accept yourself and love yourself, you're not going to care what anybody say about you, even if it is true. But you don't want to be so cocky with it, like, whatever, I don't care what no one says. But once you start working on yourself and loving yourself, your insecurities, there will be no insecurities. You would be like, what? Where insecurities? Insecure where? Okay. I had to learn how to accept myself and not care about what other people's opinion was of me. But I just seen how people treated other people, and it was just like, wow, like, this is the world that I live in. It seemed like every little thing, if someone do something wrong or make a mistake and say something, or make a mistake and do something, they're all over. Like, it's like a big deal. Like, oh my gosh, like, it's the end of the world. And it's so wrong to make people feel like that. And that's like with a lot of celebrity gossip and stuff. When a celebrity make a mistake and do something, it's all in the media. Like, everybody is just like, oh my God, guess what this person did? Like, they don't understand how that can really hurt a person. And I just remember always thinking about that when I would see a celebrity in the media when they would be going through something, and how people would always constantly keep talking about it and giving their opinions. Oh, they're stupid for doing this, or they shouldn't have done it, always voicing their opinions about them. And it's like, you don't know what that person is going through. So I just always looked at it as that is so wrong. How, not just celebrities, but regular people constantly want to put their nose in other people's business and constantly worrying about what someone else is doing when they have something horrible going on in their life. They'll say something about you. You do one little slip up, one little thing, they'll say something about you, but they have some mad drama going on in their life. Mad drama, crazy drama, wild, that you would think like, what? And that used to happen a lot when someone would say something about me or try to accuse me of something, or you did this or you did that or you said that. A couple of days or months later, find out about them, and it's like, you were talking about me and you had this going on in your life. How could you possibly be worried about me when you had this going on? So people, they don't care. They will still talk about you even though they have crazy drama going on in their life. They don't care. They find time to pick on anybody and put their trauma or their insecurities off on you. I don't know, I guess it makes them feel alive, but I know it probably makes them feel pretty good about themselves, putting you down. Start ignoring people, start focusing on yourself. And I promise you, once you start focusing on yourself and you see that little bit of change, like, hey, like I'm doing better, like I feel good, I feel amazing, like I feel like I'm improving. These insecurities that you have, they will go away. And focusing on yourself is a full-time job, okay? Improving yourself is a full-time job. So if you have a story to tell about a situation where you overcame your insecurities, please comment down below. I would love to hear your stories. It will help someone else out as well. But I want to thank you guys so much for listening to this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so I can keep making content like this. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Okay, let me take this gum out of my mouth. It's really good. That was a fresh piece of gum. But